Keke Palmer is open and honest about accepting her sexuality. "I want my life to be my own." Keke Palmer has shared her experience coming to terms with her sexuality. The Nope star has remained transparent about her LGBT identity over the years. She made a music video in 2015 for the song "I Don't Belong to You" that featured Cassie, a singer with a lesbian narrative. The film doesn't focus on the intricacies of "Am I gay?" but rather the modern young woman who is no longer the typical woman. "Are you gay? Am I bi? I don't have to be bound by one label since I set the rules for myself," she told People at the time. A few years later, the True Jackson Vice star said she fell somewhere in the middle of the LGBTQ+ spectrum in an interview with the WHOR Decisions podcast. "Yes, I would say that I fall somewhere in the middle. I definitely fall into the even category. Love, in my opinion, is love and life. Live your life and do what you want. I have that feeling," she said. Palmer recently shared further information about her sexuality on the podcast The Best Podcast Ever with Raven and Miranda, hosted by Raven Simone and her wife Miranda Mattei. The Hustlers actor confessed that she initially suppressed her queerness because of her attraction to guys throughout their conversation. "Because I liked boys too, I was kind of like, well, we don't have to talk about it," she recalled. "There is like an unsaid thing that can make you feel. It was like that's another extra thing that no one really needs to know about because I like guys too," she said. "I'm not really required to live outside." Palmer said that while she initially struggled with accepting her sexuality after she turned 17, everything changed. "There was a time in my life when I questioned whether I could be myself. The time when you overthink everything. That's not even me. Why am I worrying about this so much?" she spoke. "In the end, I just feel like accepting that aspect of myself in general was a step in my journey toward being able to experience love in my life." The Alice star said that her parents were never uncomfortable with her sexuality. "Sexuality and other such topics weren't even. My parents never even gave that much thought or talked about it," the woman claimed. "And I'm aware that once they realized how spirit-free I was and who I wanted to date, they were like, who cares? Never did they have anything on their minds." A few months have passed since Palmer's stirring speech on her identity at the Los Angeles LGBT Center's gala event. "I've always been a unique individual. I've always struggled with my sexuality and identity," she informed the audience. Based on Variety, "I never felt straight enough, Never did I feel gay enough. And I never thought I was a strong enough lady. I never felt like a guy enough. I always thought I was a little bit of everything.